Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the RunCam Nano. This is a 2.5 gram micro camera, and it's CMOS based. It's about a gram heavier than most of the micro cameras out there currently, and it has a much bigger lens. It's got the M8 lens, it's the same lens that's in the Micro Swift. And in fact, I actually swapped out a Micro Swift from my Landian 90L because the lens is the same and the mount is the same size. It can hold this camera. Okay, so here I'm checking out the exposure handling of the Nano, and I'm pointing it right at the sun, and you can see that the sky gets blown out when I'm pointing at the ground, and when I point it at the sky, the ground turns a little bit darker, but when I point it away from the sun, the effect is not as dramatic. The exposure handling is still pretty good, it's very fast, but the sky doesn't get blown out as much, and the ground doesn't get as dark when you point away from the sun. Okay, so here's a short sequence of the Nano next to the Swift. You can see that the image of the Nano is a little bit softer than the Swift. However, there's no way to change the settings on that. The sky is a little bit more blown out on the Nano versus the Swift. However, the wide dynamic range seems to be comparable. So here's some additional footage of the Nano. And I blew it up here at 200%, and you can see the sort of the softness in the image. The details in the shadows and the highlights are still there. Overall, I like the image quality. I think it's very comparable to the Swift, given that it's a CMOS camera. It's probably pretty similar to the Sparrow, I think. The light handling seems to be pretty good. The exposure handling is very quick. But overall, I think that the quality of the image here, and especially the wide dynamic range and exposure handling of the RunCam Nano, is better than a lot of the micro cameras out there that are in the $10 to $12 range. Of course, this is $20, so you should expect more. The other thing that you should note is that the mounting solutions for this are going to be, I guess, you're going to have to be kind of creative, like I was here, in getting it into your craft, because there is no mount for this. I kind of wish that they would have provided something. It would have been nice, because a lot of the micro camera mounting solutions are for the smaller cameras, or the cameras with the smaller lens than this one, so you might have some issues trying to find a mount for this. But at the end of the day, I think that for $20, this is still a pretty good deal for this type of a micro camera for this size and weight. And if you're looking for something in this weight class and size class, I think that there's not a whole lot of other options out there, at least currently. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.